It's true. Monkeys are tiny, work for free, and dress me when I'm too lazy to do it myself.
By that logic, the interns are helper monkeys. Welcome to X Play.
On today's show, we have a game that features a princess who can turn into monsters. I bet it'll make a great sitcom.
Plus, another damn World War II game.
A new hack and slash from Todd McFarlane.
More games for cheap bastards, and
Spider-Man 2!
Yes, a tiny man in a red and blue spandex suit swings from building to building.
Anywhere else, it would seem flamboyant.
But we kick things off with Cameo. Here's our preview.
Nice rhyming, Webb. You're like the next Dr. Seuss. Sad thing is, you're still a better poet than Jewel.
Thanks. Now, this game has changed even since we saw this preview build. Apparently, Cameo has become even more adult-oriented.
You can now impale animals on the wall and then rip them off and beat things with them. It's the Ted Nugent method.
Yes. Now, of course, not all games can be about fairies who turn into monsters. And that's why there are so many World War II games.
Like the real-time strategy game Blitzkrieg. It first came out last year, and now there's an expansion pack.
Ooh, expansive.
And it features new units like the Panzer IV.
Ooh, Panzer.
Here's a review of Blitzkrieg, Burning Horizon.
Ooh, burning.
Just stop.
Oh, stopping. Don't go away, because later we have our review of Spider-Man 2, one of the biggest games of the summer.
It makes my inner nerd squeal with joy.
I thought it was your outer nerd doing that.
Yeah.
Morgan Webb!
Ooh, I like when a voice compromises his own job security.
Welcome back to X Play. We have returned with another Todd McFarlane game.
Yes, McFarlane is the guy who created Spawn, and who makes all those highly detailed action figures. Oh, and he drew Spider-Man in the 90s.
Spider-Man 2 review later in the show.
But now, Mr. McFarlane is more entrepreneur than artist. And that's why he keeps churning out some of the crappiest games we've ever seen.
Spawn Armageddon. Spawn the Eternal. Basically anything with the word Spawn in the title.
Well, now he has a new game based on what else? His line of action figures. Maybe you should lower your expectations a little further. Here's our review of McFarlane's Evil Prophecy.
My evil prophecy is that we go to break so we can forget all about that game.
Yes, go quickly.
Now, I am so tired of reviewing games based on anime, but you don't hear me complaining.
You complain constantly.
Well, if you mute the TV, you can't hear me.
Okay, welcome back to X Play. Later in the show, we have our Spider-Man 2 review. But first, we have something for those who can't quite afford brand new games.
And there's zero shame in that. Games are expensive, and it's okay to be stingy. But with all the great games that have been discounted in the last few months.
So once again, we present a new installment of games for cheap bastards.
Like me.
Now, of course, not everyone waits for games to be discounted.
Yes, they rush out and buy hot new games like Spider-Man 2. But should they? We'll tell you after the break.
And Morgan Webb!
Welcome back to X Play, the show that finally has a good superhero game.
Yes, we've been telling you for months how excited we are for Spider-Man 2 to come out.
People have been calling it GTA Spider-Man because it allows you to roam freely around Manhattan, fighting crime and exploring the city.
Now, if only they could make a Batman game like that, then we'd be really happy.
But did we like Spidey, or did we love it?
Here's our review of Spider-Man 2.
Yay.
That's 4.
Now, of course, if you love the Spider-Man comics and the movie, you might still want to buy this one. We can't blame you,
No, we can't blame you. Have I ever blamed anybody for it?
Yes.
Anyway, don't buy the PC version of Spider-Man 2. It is not the same game.
No, it's like a weird kids game that has nothing to do with the freeform gameplay that we admire in the console version.
Yeah, it's made
totally
for children, and they look
different.
similar on the cover of the box, too. So, you know, you heard it here. You know, take our advice, and we won't blame you.
Yes, we know we have more advice on our website.
We do. It's game advice, because you don't want to get, like, gaming tips from me. And
No,
it's
that's
techtv.com, g4techtv.com/xplay.
Yes, we don't want any, really.
No, you don't want to take any other advice, like dressings. Gosh.
That's a nice shirt, though.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know how I got it on. Oh, help her, monkey.